Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Legend of Heroes, Trails to Zero. It's me, your host, Logic Blade, and we're back after a short reprieve. Last time around, What did we do last time around? We pretty much covered everything. We didn't, yeah, that's what we did. I totally forgot. So yeah, last time around, we finished up the first day of investigations on these monster damages reports. After finishing up our business in Armorica, we headed over to the St. Ursula's Medical College, where we met Lloyd's beautiful sister, Cecile. Not actually a sister, though. More like a neighbor, a former sister-in-law. Maybe there's something there between them, but we'll never know. It certainly makes it sound like it, but no, it's actually a very platonic relationship. In any case, we've been given our task for the second day to head to the mining village of Maines, but apparently the Crossbell Guardian Force has been restricted in their exploration activities due to the nature of politics. The leader of the Crossbell Guardian Force is he's a sycophant, so kinda sucks for the hard-working people under him, but that's how it goes. In any case, let's just go ahead and get started. You've heard me ramble enough. We also got some new quests available to us. I showed these off at the end of last episode, but might as well show them off again. There's a quest to inspect the trains. There's monsters in an abandoned apartment. And there's a wanted monster on the Mains Mountain path that we'll be heading up. In addition, we still haven't reported this question yet, because we didn't have Oscar's ingredients on hand. But we picked those up on our travels, so let's go ahead and just report that one right away. And, I upgraded all my armor, or my weapons, rather. I think I should take a look and see if I can get new armor, though. Just because our current outfit is, it's a bit weak. Having a few extra points of defense will go a long way. I meant to, buy those all together, but, we just do what we do. And I've almost got 2 accessories for everyone. Still waiting on one last one. We'll probably pick one up later. We've also got 5 U materials, so if we felt like it, we could upgrade a weapon or 2. However, upgrading weapons this early in the game doesn't really serve much purpose. So we'd rather save those U materials for later. We'll have better weapons to use those on. Because the weapons you buy in Chapter 2 will just be better than the upgraded ones in Chapter 1, so there's really no point. This early on, anyway. Right. I was heading to West Street. So let's go there right away. And we helped these 2 out finding that finding that cat's owner. So, let's hand over what we got to him, because we got Bennett's ingredients already. So Lloyd's always been a busy bee helper kind of person. Excuse me, but why are you all talking about me behind my back like that? Are they just saying you're such a good guy, Lloyd? And we're getting free bread out of it, so can't be a bad thing. Or not. I mean, he did give us free bread, didn't he? Unless that's a typo of sorts. Whatever. So yeah, that's good and out of the way. Oh, that treasure chest is still haunting me. It wants me to pick it up. It knows I'm here. No, Momo really wants to play with them. You can do it, Momo. We believe in you. Oof. Apparently Ian's too busy giving discounts to people instead of charging them the right rates. You're not going to be in business for long if you keep giving discounts like that. On the other hand, it could be said that a generous heart makes you the best lawyer of all, because you're a human being. Ha ha ha. Don't mind me. Looks like she's hard at work. Why am I running so freaking hot? Doesn't make any sense. Nope, literally nothing running that would be causing it. Nope, doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Probably just dust. Just dust. Anyway, getting in the habit of opening slots as soon as possible. That should be 2 slots left for everybody. Yeah. Okay. We're going to... Well, Lloyd's the main character, so we're going to upgrade his slots. Add a preference. We're really close to maxing it out. I say that, but there's actually 2 levels of slots in this game, so you're not actually close to maxing it out just yet. I don't even have enough quartz for all the slots I have open. But having the extra EP goes a long way, so it's fine. Alright. How do I do this in order? We're gonna go to East Street. Because we want to pay a visit to the Old Dragon Inn. This isn't actually a quest, but if you're the kind of person who goes around talking to all the NPCs after every single event, then you'll know to come here. But if you're not that kind of person, like many sane people are, I'm not even that kind of person, even though I really do love the NPCs in this series. It's just, with the way the translation is, kind of miss out on all the fun details of it. But I'm rambling. We actually do want to talk to this guy here, because it's a hidden quest. If you remember, he was looking for a Mishi doll. Well, he wasn't actually. He was looking for a souvenir for his son, but his son loves Mishi in particular, because who doesn't? It appears it was sold out at the department store. And because they have a different one each month, oh, it's one of the prizes at the casino. I guess we're gonna go gambling for it. And he doesn't gamble, so it's not like he can win it. But, we gamble. We do the gamble. Let's head straight to the casino right now. Oh man, Randy. Don't tell us a lie. Don't tell me you lied because you wanted to go play at the casino. Come on. Randy's not that unreliable. I mean, he has his quirks, but he's not that. He's not that kind of person. Is he? Is he? I don't know. We'll find out. In any case, looks like Nickel's been hard at work, and he's finally got a role in his duties. Celine, why aren't you a cat? Anyway, the reason I'm just casually stopping by over here is that there's a fishing spot. What? I know I have fast travel. I'm not using fast travel. You silly. Why would I do that? Yeah, fishing in this game is just brutal. I'm not a big fan of it. I was really excited about what Cold Steel 3 did with their fishing. Yeah, I'm just so mad I'm not even going to bother with that anymore. Fuck. Yeah, I liked what Cold Steel 3 did with their fishing, because instead of it being timing based, and I'm dealing with a bit of delay between the emulator I'm using, the streaming I'm using, it adds up over time, and that latency kind of screws you over when you try to catch fish. Compared to what Cold Steel has, where you can catch smaller fish if your timing isn't perfect. And it's still the same fish, but you collect it for your data books, which you need. It's, yeah, like, I enjoyed the timing-based minigame of Cold Steel 3 much more than I did the joke that is the ones in the Crossbell games. That's one thing the Cold Steel series definitely did better. Or at least 3 and 4 did. So much easier to catch fish that way. In any case, I'm not exchanging a lot because I still need a healthy supply of Zephyr at this point in time, but I would like a bit of cash on hand. So, that's all I'm doing there. Also want to check into my favorite news agency here. Apparently, Lens has been upgraded to in charge of local news because Grace is away. That's quite an upgrade. Well, all I can say is best of luck, dude. You're gonna need it. I also want to stop by the CSBD for just a little bit here. Seems like Rebecca's quite popular with Raymond here. Yeah, we've collected enough data in the Monster Notebook to get some more Mira, some extra U material, so we'll take that. There was one actual thing I wanted to check up at the library, actually. Remember when Lloyd mentioned a book about the White Wolves? That was not last episode, but the one before it. Well, that book is actually on the shelf at the library here. It's this one here, The Goddess and the White Wolf. We only have the first volume right now, but I might as well pull it up and just give you a quick read over. It's a short one, so don't worry too much about that. I'm not reading this one out loud. If you guys want me to, I can put that in a bonus episode, of course. But I'll go slow so you can read it at your own pace, hopefully. If not, you can always pause the video and just check it out as you go. But yeah, it's an interesting story. And it ends on a cliffhanger like this, so you know, that's always fun, right? Yeah, they don't have the second volume just yet. There is a second volume, so don't worry about it. You'll see what that is about in time. But apparently, there's some nasty people in this world, which is about par for the course, really. Anyway, we actually do have business here at the entertainment district, so apparently they're selling tickets. Do your best, police. Do your best. I don't know why the casinos need to have bunny girls, but I greatly approve of this choice. Yep, they're the cheapest prize here. Mr. Lloyd, we have a person in trouble. Let's give gambling a try. So, in any case, you can either just, like, pay 1,000 mirror for this, or you can do the gambling and just collect it. It also happens to be an accessory, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 of them. I've already got the darts at Randy's room. And I should actually pick these up, too. Yeah, I think about it. The reason I want to do that is because more speed for Tio. And also Mishidol, because Tio deserves only the best things in this world. Alright, so we've got what we need. We just need to report back to E Street for him. But before we do so, we actually need to go talk to a client here in the back alley. Miss Imelda here has a quest for us about her monsters roaming in her apartments. Lots of young boys have come, eh? Let me see. What a big face she has. She makes quite an impact. She should be a Crossbell celebrity. She looks like a madame with robust nerves. So, naturally, she's a big landowner in the city. And her abandoned apartment has been infested with monsters, so we need to go clear it out. Monster extermination time. Let's go kill some monsters. Let's go kill some monsters. And yeah, the treasure chests are also haunting me in the back alley, but I have no way of getting to those until I think the end of chapter 4. It's quite a ways away before I can actually get access to those. In any case, we're here at the East District, so we can report this one right away. Talk to the dad here. Oh, hey, it's Kurt. It all makes sense now, guys. This is actually Thunder God Mateus and Kurt Vander. No, I'm kidding, of course. But guys, Kurt's a big Mishi fan. This is canon now. And we got 120 Mira for our troubles. So, if we were crazy enough to waste 1,000 Mira buying that Mishi doll, we'd get some of it back. Thank you, off-screen gambling. You're Zemuria, the real MVP of this episode. Which reminds me that I probably need to do more off-screen gambling when the opportunity presents itself. Our next destination is the downtown apartment, and we need to go clear that out of monsters. Seems those two have some interest in a pretty girl. Let's go see what they're talking about. It's been a while since we've been to Lotus Heights Apartments. This isn't where the monsters are. Why, they're waiting in front of the apartment. Oh dear. Oh, apparently, Rishi is already building a fan club because this is her apartment, and she's very clearly not in right now. Judging by the fact that we saw the other Arc and CL performers running around training, she's likely doing the same thing, or she's in the theater herself, rather. Ooh, afternoon naps are a dream. Oh, hello, Extremity. How's it going? We've just started up this episode, just clearing out some side quests and bugging NPCs. You know, standard fare. Why are you eating stuff off the ground? God. Whatever. I know that feeling. I had just finished eating a spinach and cheese pizza, so I'm very well sated. Let's break in, kill some monsters. So we have to kill every last one of them. That's what it means to be police detectives. Apparently it's dusty as hell. And almost certainly covered in monsters. So, just be careful when you're walking around. Make sure you get every last nook and cranny. And there's a fair amount of treasure inside this area, so be sure to be vigilant about that. Come at me, bros. Those are as good as dead. But let's just, like, double murder them. Woohoo! They still offer decent experience, so we might be able to get a few levels in this area. Oh, Tio. No kill like overkill.
私の番です。あ、
おっしゃあ
Aw, damn it, still alive.
任せてくれ。えいっ、まだまだいける。
Maybe I'll have enough to... Maybe I'll have enough sepits to, like, upgrade everyone's slots to max by the end of this chapter. Well, maybe except for Tio's, because her last slot is pretty expensive. But so far, so good. Looks like this floor is cleared up, so let's continue onward. Come at me. Yeah, the mosquitoes aren't too tough, they just have just enough health to survive that first attack, which is annoying. And there's 40 of the other types of sepit.
おし、上げていこうぜ。
さてと、
俺の番だな。そこだ。よし。せいは。
はい。えい。お返しです。
Woohoo, Tio with the dodge tank strats. That's probably not the ideal method for Tio, but hey. And Lloyd can finish them all off. Yep. Counterattacks. The very first instance of counterattacks in the series, and oh boy do they get busted. You love to see it. Okay, now it's in the other. Getcha. Let me hit all of them, please. Yes. Woohoo. Time to get all those overkill bonuses. Look at that, 2.6 times experience just for getting the team rush on the first turn. Anyway, there's a long barrel in here, which is a great equipment for Ellie, actually. Gives you just additional range for your gun. However, I think honestly having the protections is better at this point in time, so I'm just going to keep them as is. If I'm desperately needing of range, I have that available to me. With this, I wonder if we finished sweeping them up. Well, we should have gone over all the rooms. We'll check for any oversight as we go back. Roger that. Yes, let's. But there's This shit. Whatever. Guys, you're annoying trampling around in here. Huh? What are you fuzz doing next door to Ignis, huh? Oh, it's you. Now that you mention it, this is close to the Saber Viper's base. Something's fishy. You're all covered in dust. Well, he's right. It can't be helped. We've been fighting monsters. Huh, monsters, huh? They appear in most of the abandoned buildings around here. You often see this in downtown. This happens often? As I thought, the environment in this place is awful. Even though you've trampled around this place that much, you aren't done yet? That's weird. We should have gone over all the rooms. Could it be? Monsters may have been breeding here. Truth is, I felt their presence this whole time. What's more, it's deeper inside. Is that so? You're talking about that now? You're an unskilled bunch. Just go back and patrol the city, why don't you? Hey! What are you doing by yourself? He went deeper inside? Judging by his personality, I guess he went to deal with those monsters by himself. Will he be alright? Even if it is walled, acting alone isn't a good idea. Ellie, Tio, sorry, but can I leave this place to you two? Because of how flashy he is, the monsters may have become surprised and wandered outside. Right, you need us to stand guard. And you two are gonna bring Mr. Wald back out? Yeah, we'll just take a look. That's the right decision. Let's get going at once, Lloyd. Yeah. Alright then, so we're down to 2 party members now, just Lloyd and Randy. Luckily we don't... Oh, I lied. There's still monsters roaming about here. So, having the extra party members was nice for this area here, but we can still handle these monsters if we want to. Just make sure to make liberal use of your crafts here. They definitely speed things up. Like that. Oh. Damn it, Randy. Yeah, enemies can counterattack too. Oh, God. A flashy display of incompetence. As we can see, there's room still beyond here, so let's go inside. Yeah, it wasn't getting the drop on those guys. You get so many turns, you jerks. Well, I can't complain too much. They give me a ton of experience. And we get the sprinters, which are new boots. Going on Randy right away here. Because, yeah. Randy hits things hard. So he needs as much speed as he can get.
任せろ。ふん。任せてくれ。
Can't hit all of them. But hitting 2 of them at once should at least speed it up a bit.
Yosh. Osh, 上げていこうぜ。行くぜ。任せてくれ。
Oh. Sorry, I sped through that too fast. I didn't show off that I actually got a new craft. Not that it matters too much, but we'll show off exactly what that does in time. Alright, cleared that little space of monsters. Check this room here. We've seen the same encounter so many times at this point. So, let's show off inspiration. Gives you a strength buff. And that's basically it. Like, it's actually pretty good, so saying that's it is a bit of an understatement, considering it lets us one-hit these things now. And that makes a huge time difference in these fights. We also don't get all our overkill bonuses anymore, which kind of sucks. Anyway, that should just about do it. Walt's just in that room there. Sounds like he's struggling a bit. We're going in! Wait, no, we're not. There's a treasure chest here. We need to take care of this first. Counters! Go counters. Oh, damn. I was hoping to get more of those, but oh well. Yeah, this wasn't too much of a challenge. And there's a fiber coat inside, which is going on Lloyd right away here. Yeah, 28 defense, 14 arts defense, that definitely helps. Anyway, Lloyd's our de facto healer, thanks to his, thanks to the HP quartz we have on him right now. And, yeah, we're about to run to a boss fight here, so let's go ahead and save first. Alright. Into battle. Seems like Walt's getting his ass kicked. You bastard! Walt, don't overdo it. We're here to help you. Yeah, don't let Walt die. Luckily he hits pretty hard, so... Oh. I was gonna say, luckily he doesn't hit there. He hits pretty hard, so he can generally hold his own. But apparently none of us can hit worth shit. Well, us nor the monsters for that matter. So yeah, if you can tell, this is one of those fights that spawns a lot of reinforcements. However, we got Team Rush on our side to help whittle the numbers down. And I don't want him healing, so... Let's, do that. Just want to make sure Wall doesn't accidentally kill himself, so... That's what the healing's for. Ugh. Poison. Don't have enough for inspiration just yet, so... Keep laying the smackdown, I guess. Oh my god. Oh god. Damn it. Dear mosquito thing, stop getting healing turns. Stop getting healing turns. Stop making me waste my S-crafts on healing turns.
Yes. Yes.
And now we can start using inspiration to our advantage here. And start hitting this thing like a truck. Ideally. What do you call for help again? Ugh. Or not. That was annoying. Stop dying, Wald. Whatever. Luckily, attack delay is effective on it, so we can stall it out of turns at this rate. Which is good, because that poison did a shit ton of damage to us. Ugh. Well, that's why Lloyd's here, right? Just keep the healing up. Get in there. Ah, fucking walled. Fuck. Fuck! God damn it. Wasn't even like... just... fucking hell. Sorry. Alright,
俺の番だ
round
な
2, let's do this right. Let's hope Wald isn't such an idiot and frickin' gets himself killed on a counterattack.
任せてくれ
Because that was a joke and a half.
みんなおっしゃ
And we're just gonna hit this guy to the other end of the room, it looks like. Oh, that's fine.
行くぜ チャンスだよし畳みかけるぞ
Well, as long as Wald doesn't get countered here, we should be fine. Should be the operative word.
おっしゃ
Did I just frickin' say? Ugh. Yeah, Wald is really the reason why this fight is so... Oh, God. Randy, too? Seriously, buddy? Come on. Why?
俺の番だなみんな俺の番だな俺の番だな
Alright, now what we got in the corner of the room. Now the fun begins, right?
俺の番だな
Just gonna use Boy to keep the,
みんな
keep the strength up.
一気に行くぞ
And hopefully this wailing on it should be enough.
任せてくれエニグマ駆動おっしゃ
Luckily we can delay it more than Randy gets delayed by his own moves, so
任せろ
it's actually just to our benefit to keep this up. Although admittedly we're gonna run out of CP soon, so it's about time we made it count.
一気に行くぞ俺の番だなせいディア俺の番だな任せてくれやっと行くぜ
Bingo, bongo, we're done.
まあこんなもんかね
Just had to cheese it a little bit more, I guess. Oh dear. We got the poison quartz for winning that fight, which is actually really good. That one was pretty tough. Yeah, and we didn't have support from Tio or Ellie. Wald, you alright? Huh. Don't interfere unnecessarily. You looking down on me? Huh? Yeah, we are. I mean, sorry. Don't pick a quarrel here. Well, I didn't think a delinquent would have thanked us, though. Are you two alright? We heard some dreadful sounds. More or less. Although a certain someone here was in a tight spot. Hey, red hair, you want to get that head cracked open? The monster's presence has completely disappeared. Indeed. It's become quiet. As expected, it's because we defeated their leader, huh? Heh, how pathetic. So it ends here, does it? Wald? Today my fun's ruined. I'm gonna go back and start drinking. Guys, don't come to downtown to do whatever the hell you please, huh? This is our turf. If your work is done, get the hell out of here. Looks like it's his way of hiding his embarrassment. Good grief, he's always like that. Well, whatever. Seems we finished the cleanup safely. Let's go report to Miss Imelda. Yeah, let's go. And we just get to fast travel out of here, so... Oh, you did that. The special support section is quite something. You were a little clumsy, but it seems you did what had to be done. Yes, thank you. By the way, for the monsters to have spread all over the place, how many years did you neglect that place? I think you should manage the place a little better for safety, too. Well, the complex can be used now. If people start to live there, the monsters wouldn't reside in. Yes, you're right. I was thinking how many years I would be able to use it in. Huh? You see, the rent in downtown's pretty cheap. I was waiting for the profit from the land value to go up a little more. In regards of investments in real estate, you have to trust me. I'm one of the greatest landowners in Crossbell, after all. That rundown apartment complex in downtown's one of the cheapest I own. I have dozens of places in the city, from which I profited with accordance of the rise in land prices. This is what they call a nouveau rich real estate person? Could that be her core business? In Crossbell society, Madame Imelda is quite a well-known name. I heard she's a wealthy person. No wonder she has such a strange air about her. Well, if the land's left unchecked every now and then, the monsters get restless, so there's need of a cleanup. Oh, that's right. I'll let you hold on to the apartment key for a while. In case you have free time again, go and clean the inside. What a skillful madame. Should we go back to work? I suddenly feel very tired out. Yeah, let's do that. And, yeah, we basically ended up being Madame Imelda's toadies for that. Woohoo. So, let's go. Let's go report the good news to the SSS building here. And we'll, figure out what to do from there. I say that, but we've got another side quest to do after this. It's just reporting it's on the way, so... And because we helped Bennett out with her thing, we got the 3 bonus DP. So we get the spirit badge out now. All the way up to 66. So, just 2 more to go. The train inspection quest and the monster on the mains path. So we can take care of those as we go. Before we do, let's heal up real quick. Fighting those mosquitoes, it was quite an annoying fight. Alright then. Let's go save up and help out some passengers with their problems. Or do what Quattro wants us to do. With a name like Quattro, you know he has to be trustworthy, right? He's probably never betrayed anyone in his life. Sorry. I think a few people will get that reference. Our mission is going to take us to the Crossbell train station this time. It's the hub stop on the International Railroad, so it's a pretty important place. Splendid station as always. It's been a month since we came here. If I remember correctly, the inspection officer made a support request. We should try asking him immediately. Oh. Anyway, they don't have a new issue of the Crossbell Times for us. Which is a bit of a shame. Ooh, I've got more Sepith. Yeah, I need to go check the slots after this. That's what I need to do. I prefer airships. Yeah, don't we all? Airships are cool. I'm gonna do a hot springs cure. I can't wait. No, that's not what we're looking for. We want to talk to this guy here. Are they not here yet? Excuse me, are you perhaps the inspection officer? We came to inquire about a support request. So that means you're the support section, eh? My name's Quattro. I was transferred here as an inspection officer from the Erebonian Empire military. I'd like to talk about work immediately, but will you accept it? Yes, we will. Could we receive the details of the job? Alright. Still... is something wrong? You all seem rather young. Oh, well, it can't be helped. It's better than no one showing up at all. Jeez, this is a stuck-up old man, isn't he? Did you say something? Don't mind him. More importantly, the request was about wanting help for the inspection? Yes, exactly. An Empire-bound train is going to arrive at the platform. I want your help to perform an inspection inside the train. An inspection? So it means to check that any suspicious people or objects aren't aboard the train that's entering the Empire. Normally there would be other inspection officers, but unfortunately because of illness, it's just me. This is why I need to call for some outside help. I see. We understand the general situation. Good. The Empire-bound train is going to arrive soon at platform number 2. The people boarding are kindly requested to hurry to the platform. It appears the train has arrived. I know it's sudden, but I'll explain the job details at platform number 2. Follow me. Who would have thought we'd be working a job like this? I can't stomach his stuck-up attitude, but... well, he sure seems to be in trouble, so let's do this. Then we should head to the platform. Alrighty then. So we need to go inspect a train. So before we talk to Quattro, we're just gonna take a look at everything. In the end, we only check those heading for the Republic and the Empire. Because of that, illegal immigration and smuggling using trains is never ending. That sounds like a problem that really needs to be fixed. If you're gonna commit inspections on people heading to the Empire and the Republic, why would you not do the same for people in Crossbell? It doesn't make any sense. But that's politics for you. There's a reason for it. Then allow me to explain what you need to do. Yes, I look forward to working with you. From here, I'll give you guys 1 car each and have you begin the inspection of the train's interior. Specifically, I need you to talk to each passenger one by one, check their entry application and their carry-on luggage. If by chance you find you don't have an entry application, or they're carrying hazardous materials, immediately restrain them for me. I see. Understood. Well, inspecting's fine and all, but if passengers are out of their seats during the inspection, what should we do? I feel like with just us novices, we won't be able to cover everyone. Yes, be cautious in that regard. From the start of the inspection until the end, it's decided that the passengers cannot move about the train. Sometimes there are shrewd guys who cause confusion to try and make the inspection let something pass by. As expected, it's very strict. I see. I understand the general idea. Doing 1 car apiece, huh? Randy and I will be fine alone, but as for Ellie and Tio... Are you worried about us now of all times? As a police officer, I know a bare minimum of self-defense. Same for me. Even if a suspicious person causes a distraction, I'm sure I won't be overpowered. Yeah, our members aren't weak ladies, you know. You should study a little more, Lloyd. You're certainly right about that. Well then, I trust you have no problem with me having you start immediately, no? Yes, understood. Alright, there's no problems. I'll have you start immediately. I'll inspect the lead car. Please divide the cars for starting from the second amongst yourselves. Then I'll take the second car. Starting from the third car, Ellie, Tio, Randy. Please inspect them. Roger. Understood. Later then. You should bear in mind that this work requires the utmost care. Yep. Alright, let's get started. Five, 6, 7, 8 passengers. As I thought, it looks like there's a lot of travelers here. I need to be polite while inspecting each and every one of them. So, this is basically just talk to everyone, see if anything strange occurs when you do so. Huh? An inspection, you say? You're saying you're the inspector? Where's the proof? Show me the proof! How troublesome. Here, take a look at this. I'm from the police department special support section. We're helping out with the inspections today. Police? Huh, looks like it. It's really easy to mistake you for... whatever, do as you please. Thank you. Done. I've checked your belongings and your entry application. Thank you for your cooperation. No need for thanks, just finish up your job quickly. I'm in a hurry. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm the inspector assistant. This may be a bit of an inconvenience, but may I check your luggage and your entry application? An inspector? It's rare to see them in plain clothes. Anyway, what is it? Is it that weird for a woman to travel alone? No, that's not. You know, I wanted to go on this trip with my boyfriend, but I was dumped yesterday. I can't help but travel alone, you know? I won't be defeated. I'm gonna find myself a rich and dreamy boyfriend in the Empire. I feel like this discussion's going nowhere. Can't be helped. I'll just let her talk while I proceed with the inspection. Do you understand, Inspector? He was really mean, right? Yeah, right. Well, your luggage and documents have been checked. Thanks for your cooperation. Is there something? No, nothing. It was somewhat refreshing talking to you about it. It's been such a long time since someone listened to me talk. Say, if you like it, why don't we go to the Empire to get... I have a job to do, excuse me. Oh dear. Excuse me, I'm the inspector assistant. This may be a bit of an inconvenience, but may I check your luggage and entry documents? Oh, an inspector? Oh, it's no problem at all. Hey, why isn't the train departing yet? I'm so tired of waiting. Good grief. This child has no patience whatsoever. Please excuse us for that. Oh no, it's nothing. Sorry, but it'll take a bit of time. Can you just wait like a good kid for now? Okay. Well then, I should do this as efficiently as I can. Your luggage and documents have been checked. Thanks for your cooperation. Sure. Can you do it even faster? Hey, what do I have to do with this kid? That's rough. That's rough, buddy. Excuse me, I'm the inspector assistant. This may be a bit of inconvenience, but may I check your blah 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 blah? Oh, yeah, wait a bit, okay? What is it? Oh, nothing, excuse me. Fresh verdure of the Nox Woodlands you can see from the windows of this train, it's really exceptional. I just laughed thinking about getting to see that scenery right after we depart. Oh, you have good taste. Oh, I may have held you back unintentionally. You came for an inspection, right? Yes, you're right. Well, please excuse me. Your luggage and documents have all been checked. Thanks for your cooperation. No, thank you for your hard work. At any rate, I can't wait for the departure. Suspicious. Whatever. This is our last group of passengers. Yes, of course. An inspection, eh? It's a bother, but whatever. I don't want to. My underwear in that bag, you know? I see. I'm sorry, you see. That's how it is. No, it doesn't work like that. These are the regulations, so please cooperate. As for any delegates, I'll show the utmost consideration. So he says. Alright, I got it. This is exhausting. Thank you. I've checked your luggage and your entry applications. Thanks for your cooperation. You're welcome. Just go away! Anyway, I've checked all the passengers now. There were no suspicious people, so I should probably join up with the others and report to Mr. Quattro after this. It was the first time doing this kind of job, and I was nervous. I didn't miss or look over anything, right? That's the game giving you a hint. Hey, maybe you should look over some people again. Hey, Mom, can I explore the wagons next to ours? No, you can't. Sit still until the inspections are done. That's right. You might make the inspector angry. What? But that mister sitting over there came from the wagon in front of ours. The wagon in front? You mean the locomotive Mr. Quattro was inspecting, perhaps? Was he a person who had something to do with the conductor? Oh, maybe he moved wagons after the inspections began. So, sounds like this guy's been up to something. Oh, I can't wait to get a look at that scenery through those windows. Can't the train depart already? Excuse me, can I have a little bit of your time? Oh, what's the matter? I thought the inspection was already over. No, there's something bothering me. If it's alright with you, may we do the inspection again? Oh, I don't mind. Did you forget to check something, perhaps? See, here's my luggage and my entry application. Oh, no, I won't be the one doing the inspection. I was thinking about asking the official inspector, Mr. Quattro, to do it. Why Mr. Quattro? Aren't you more than enough for that? As I thought, you know about him. No, well, I listened to a few of the inspection rules from Mr. Quattro before starting the inspections. Among them is this one. You may not move to another wagon during inspections. Yeah, of course I knew about that. Are you perhaps implying that I broke that rule? I'm sorry to tell you this, but there's a witness. That boy sitting over there has seen you coming in from the wagon in front. What? No way. There has to be a mistake somewhere, right? We could probably find out if we asked the conductor on the locomotive. The problem is, why did you do something like that? According to the regulations, you should have been inspected by Mr. Quattro on the locomotive. In spite of that, you moved to this wagon, with your reason being that you didn't know it was forbidden. The reason is you probably tried to run away from Mr. Quattro. Am I wrong? Please, can't you please overlook this for me? I only wanted to enjoy this fun little trip, that's all there is to it. Look, there's nothing suspicious about my entry application, right? So, if that's the case, then it should be fine if we show it to Mr. Quattro, right? I don't know the exact details myself, but as long as I'm here as the inspector assistant, I can't overlook any suspicious behavior that you're showing. I ask that you come with me. Okay. This one's falsified his entry application. Falsified? So he wrote a false work history, did he? this is a former Republican swindler. He's a guy who likes to travel. I found him even before that he falsely concealed his prior conviction on his entry application. This is the second time I've caught him. What an idiot. A former swindler? I wonder what he's doing now. Now that his Republic's prison sentence is finished, it seems that he's leading an honest life. Because the scope of the fraud he perpetuated was small, he wasn't charged with any major crimes. But as for the thing called prior convictions, they follow you around your whole life. Because if there's a prior conviction on your entry application, your movements are restricted while traveling, and he probably hates that. If I hadn't done something like fraud, he probably has a regret like that, but he's getting everything he deserves. Crimes only burden you your whole life. Therefore, you must not commit crimes. In the end, what will happen to that man? He's detained at my office now. Once I've given him a stern warning, I'll send him back home to the Republic. Well, it's not that big a deal. Is that so? In any case, the inspection of all cars was completed without incident. Though we are a little behind schedule, it seems we'll be able to send this train safely. I owe you thanks, don't I? Special Support Section. If anything happens again, I'll be counting on you. I think we learned a lot on this job. If there's anything, by all means, please contact us. Yeah. That was a pretty tough job. Yes, truly. But among us, Tio might be the most tired. What do you mean? She was mistaken for a station master for a day. It seems she was quite loved by the passengers. Station master for a day? Is Tio alright? Are you so depressed that you can't speak? No, it's just a little mental fatigue. There's no problem. Let's go. Yeah, well, don't overdo it. Aw, that's adorable. I want to see, like, Tio in a little conductor's cap and uniform. That'd be so cute. Station Master Tio reporting for duty. The imagery is just too cute for me to handle. Oh, there's a couple of bracers here. They entrusted you with a job with responsibilities. Well, keep it up. Just don't interfere with our work. Well, they haven't acknowledged us yet at all. Whatever. They will in time. Hopefully. Hopefully. In any case, that's that job out of the way, so let's go report that in after opening a few more slots. Because opening your slots is always a good idea. So, Lloyd's all set. Tio will be a while yet. Well, I can open Randy's last slot, so I might as well do that. And I've got a bit of a water shortage preventing me from Tio and Ellie. So I need about 180 of the main Sepith and 65 of the secondary Sepith. So don't think I'll get everything this chapter, but maybe maybe at the start of the next chapter. I should be pretty close, actually. Just water and time Sepith are the things I'm short on right now. Anyway, report this in real quick. And because we talked to that kid, we got the bonus DP there. And we received the Sepith Vein for our troubles. Which will actually go really well with the other Earth Quartz we picked up for Lloyd here. So, poison! Boom. Boomba. So now Lloyd actually has some decent Earth spells. in addition to having La Crust as well. Ideally, I'd like to get like some space quartz there, but I don't really have much in the way of that right now. I'll get more time, but right now I'm lacking a bit. So, because you know, quartz is expensive, man. It's expensive. Oh boy. All right then. Our last destination takes us to the residential street, because that's where the north exit is in this town. Of course, before we go, let's go bug the Haywards. Not that they're very interesting NPCs, but... oh, they aren't even home. Oh, sorry, there they are. They're in the kitchen. Aw, Colin's helping with the cooking. Apparently, Sophia teaches the ladies of the neighborhood how to cook. That's, actually sounds really lovely. Anyway, the northern exit's over here. Take you on the Mains Mountain Path. Just by the way, I want to say I love this road theme. What's wrong, Tio? Could it be? Do you hear something again? Yes, I'll raise the sensor sensitivity.
Access.
What was that? Though it's faint. Yeah, that was a monster howl. If Teotod hadn't realized, we probably would have missed it too. That howl was in the direction of the mountain path. About 40 selge north-northwest. 40 selge north-northwest? That would put it in the middle of the mountain path. And that means... Ellie, Tio... Continuing from yesterday, we're gonna keep saying things like this. No, don't worry about it. This too must be fate. I'll be fine too. And that howl just now, it felt a bit like a speech. A speech? Like it's menacing or something? No, it's like it was filled with determination. I'm sorry, it's difficult to put into words. Is that so? Anyhow, if the Guardian Force acts, it seems very likely it'll escape. Let's see if we can't locate it on our own. Yes, let's do our best. Normally it's good to make various preparations when exploring a mountain path. Yeah, moreover, we won't have time for other support requests. Once we finish what we have to do, let's begin our search for the mountain path. Alright then, once we're finished preparing, let's go on a fun hike. So yeah, that's a hint to say, hey, maybe do your support requests in the city first. Because you're not gonna easily be able to head back once you've gone down the road here. But before we actually head on down the path, let's visit the cathedral, since we haven't had the opportunity to yet. As you can see, there's plenty of kids around. You've got the Sunday school, of course, happening here. The cathedral's so big, it actually has to be put outside town. It also happens to have the cemetery here. So why don't we go, just casually pay a visit. This is the groundskeeper's house. Just goes to show you how blood-filled this era actually is. There's lots of graves here, but we can't actually, like, check them, so... I'm just taking a look around, seeing if maybe we can. Ah, here's one. Of course. Guy Banning sleeps here. 1176 to 1201. Interesting that none of the party comments on it.
さてと
Maybe it changes if we have a different lead character? No. Okay. Not that changing lead characters ever really changed anything, it's just I wanted to make sure that it didn't. I thought there was another grave that could be checked, but maybe I'm wrong. There's this big one, of course. O lambs born beneath the bell, please sleep peacefully. From pure white clouds, let the golden shining sun become a straight path to the clear blue sky, guiding souls to the goddess. It's almost poetic. Alright, yeah, there's no other graves we can check here, so let's move on. Here's the cathedral itself. So yeah, they're holding a mass of some sort. They do have an archbishop here, which is a pretty big deal. The Septian Church takes a lot of cues from the Catholic Church, so the archbishop is basically third on the totem pole, behind the cardinals and the pope themselves. So yeah, pretty big deal. Anyway, on the mountain road we go. New road means new monsters.
敵接近狙い撃つわ
Ugh.
俺の番だな。そこだ。
任せてみんな頑張って助かりました
行くぞ。みんな。甘いっての。
はい
Gotta get those counters,
行
right?
きますは
These guys actually hit pretty hard.
俺の番だな。俺の番だな。はあ、来るな。お。
任せてみんな頑張って助かりましたチャンスです
And a good time for one of
皆
these.
さんお願いします
ああ、アイサー。
分かったわえい良いデータが取れました
Yep. And that caught Ellie and Tio up in one battle. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. In case. Oops. Oops. Damn it.
さてとえい私の番ですそこです
おっしゃー。はあ、来るな。
えい任せて行きます
俺の番だな。俺の番だな。
とね。
任せてくれ。
God, these things really take a beating, though.
おっしゃあ。
任せて。みんな頑張って。助かりました。
Luckily, Holy Bullet's just absurd, so don't have to worry about my health. As long as Ellie's still standing, of course.
よし、もう大丈夫だ。
And yeah, my weapons are all upgraded. They're just not developed like the... They don't have the U material upgrades yet. But that's fine. And now Ellie has aerial, which is good. Means I'm more likely to actually have some more AoE for battles and such. And this is the last of the colored drones in the area. Unfortunately, I still can't get the drop on these guys.
行くぞ。えいってや。
さてと。あ。
Counter.
お返しです。
Counter. Counter.
行くぜ。はあ、くらいだ。
And there we go.
よかった。
Why does a slime have cheese on it? That begs some questions I don't want the answers to. Oh, come on. And I hit that square in the patootie. How far will you go? How far will you go, buddy? Not far enough.
よし、行くぜ。一気に行くぞ。ああ。任せてくれ。みんな、一気に行くぞ。
行きます。えい。えい。
行くぞ。せいってや。俺の番だな。ふん。
私の番ね。
Am I close to killing one of them?
行きます。えい。
俺の番だな。せいは。まだまだいける。
Alright. Making our way downtown. Walking fast. There's nothing down there? That seems peculiar. Check just in case.
任せろ。ああ。俺の番だな。
さてと。行きます。
俺の番だな。行くぜ。
さてと。私の番です。
俺の番だな。ああ。俺の番だな。せいってや。
えい。そこ。番です。えい。敵集団撃破しました。
Just gonna avoid some fights here. Ah, that's why there's a big detour here, because it's a fishing spot. Let's see if I can actually catch something this time. This game's notorious about being difficult to find fish to catch. Sorry if I'm not so enthusiastic about the fishing in this game.
大物だ
Because it's, really tedious. Ah, fuck. Yeah. I've seen these monsters before, no reason to fight them again. Let's keep progressing through the path here. There's 2 treasures in this area. Didn't have a choice there.
任せてくれおっしゃ
私の番です。
俺の番だなはあ来るな任せてくれ
はい。あ、さて、
任せてくれ行くぜまあこんなもんかね
Alright. Onward. Onward. Onward we go. Ooh, shiny. Get the shiny. Space Sabbath. Woohoo. I also want to, like, rotate the camera and stuff, but you can't actually do that in this area. Well, there's enough time Sabbath to, time Mirage in space to deal with our, Sabbath chokehold there.
データ収集を開始します。わかりました。
行くぞみんな行くぜ
行きます。
行くぞ
さてと、そこです。
But yeah,
任せろ
and Randy should be able to finish these off. One go. Oh, those 2 at least.
さてと、
Yeah, Helly has more than enough range to cover most of the battlefield. She doesn't need the long barrel. Those slimes are actually good fights for me because they have so much water Sepith in them. And that's kind of what I'm lacking right now.
よし畳みかけるぞ
おい、
ここだ任せてくれもう大丈夫だ
Unlike those earth things, which offer exactly none of it. Anyway, we've gotten to a nice little viewpoint here. So why don't we enjoy this lovely mountain view here. Amazing. What a great view. A place this beautiful existed right here in Crossbell, huh? I feel like my fatigue from walking so much has been blown away. To think if you go only a little ways from the city, nature like this spreads out before you. In other words, Crossbell's a pretty strange place. Whew, sorry, I didn't mean to speak ill of it. No, I understand what you wanted to say. I lived abroad for a couple of years, but compared to that, Crossbell is a very unbalanced place. That's right. I went to various countries during my studies abroad too, but every place I went was a country that placed the importance on traditions and the beauty of nature. I don't dislike Crossbell at all. I like the good and bad aspects. They really fulfill the senses. Tio, thank you. Well, I think it's a stimulating place in various ways. After all, a bunch of people have nothing to do with each other like us have gathered here together for some reason. That's right. Indeed, a special support section can exist solely due to Crossbell. When you think about it that way, Crossbell isn't all bad. There it is again. We heard it clearly this time, didn't we? Do you know where it came from? Please wait a moment.
Access.
10 Selge to the northwest. And, checking with the map, it's in the middle of the fork in the mountain path. Alright, let's head over there. Alright, so it's not too far away. 10 Selge is only about a kilometer. Guess we have to take care of these rando monsters first.
さてと
行くぞ。
お返しですどれね
And yeah. Most of the fights I'll probably be greatly abusing that turbo button, so... yeah. Let's get the drop on the slime, though.
先生可能
おっしゃー。
始めましょう
Lame.
そこだ。俺の番だな。
行きます
ってくれ。行くぜ。
私の番です
まだまだいける。
And Randy's in the lead when it comes to experience now. We received the luminous glasses. What am I doing? Equip. They're a blind block, but more importantly, I also got the spirit badge, which is just an upgrade on the steel wrist, so that's going on Randy. Randy's going to be our close combat beast, right? Yeah. Feint is pretty dangerous in general, so I want to avoid it entirely. But there's a reason why they give you the blind blocking thing right now. That's mainly because your monster ahead here casts some very, very mean spells that blind you. So, hey, look out for that. Take this top path here first, because it leads to treasure.
Hi. そこです
俺の番だな。はあ、クリア。任せてくれ。 よし。
さて
レイ。
任せて
There we go.
助かりましたはい
行くぜ。
お返しです
任せてくれ。
Would have liked to hit all three of them, but that's just not possible.
さてとさてとえい任せて
おっしゃ
行きます行きますえい私の番ね
行くぞ。
Boom.
まだまだいける。
And Lloyd's up to level 16. Ellie and Tia are still a ways away, but they'll catch up in time. Anyway, there's a monster chest here, and this gives you a warning. Estimated monster level 35. We aren't ready for this. If we had certain equipment set up, if we were on New Game Plus, we might be fine, but at level 15, we don't stand a chance. If you want to see just how bad this might look, I'll give you a quick taste. So, Randy, get him. One whole damage. That's not good. Alright, certainly they can't hit that hard, right? Oh, yeah, one hit kill. Petrification. Yeah, that's essentially what you're dealing with here. So, rather than fight through that and try to win through that, let's pretend that chest doesn't exist for now. We'll be back for that later when we're a lot stronger. Anyway, there is a fork in the road here. One of these leads to the mains area, the other one goes elsewhere. We don't know exactly where that elsewhere is just yet, but there's a sign coming up. Anyway, get a load of this waterfall. Looks like this is the Mountain Path Fork, huh? We don't see that wolf-type monster around. It may have moved to another location again. Going left will take us to the mining village. Is there something in the other direction? There's nothing in the database. Investigating it might be a good idea. Yeah, let's check it out before proceeding. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be checking the fork in the road first. Of course, that means getting rid of this monster in our way. Yay, monster fights. Once I get a cloak quartz, I'll be avoiding as many monster fights as possible. But until I get to that stage, I really don't think that's a good idea. Oh, fuck. Okay. Triggered both of them at once. So actually this is the first time I've shown that off, but yeah, you can trigger multiple fights at the same time. Typically, the reason for doing that is to get chain bonus for doing so. And I mean, in addition, it gets rid of monsters just a little bit quicker, right? Trying to get rid of those. Whoops. I didn't mean to use Ellie's. I meant to use literally anybody else's but Ellie's. Whatever.
天佑に来たよ助かりました
So, Ellie's S-Craft is a full heal,
さて
but obviously not what we wanted at that stage. In fact, it might be a lot more dangerous than I'm letting on because I did it like that. Whatever.
さてと
よし
私
They're
の
like
番です
single-handedly targeting Ellie. It's stupid. Yeah, that's the kind of shit that happens when you get nothing but like single target healing with spells that can't be avoided.
私の番です
Ugh.
ありがとう
In any case, it's more an inconvenience than anything else.
えい
That's why literally any other S-Craft would have been better. Because all it really does is leave Ellie in the lurch as you're trying to recover your CP. You basically never want her to use it, but if you need it, you have to use it, kind of thing.
行くぜ
Luckily, these are just scrub monsters, so
おととい来やがれってな
it's easy enough to deal with. The chain battle multiplier is really good, though. Helps catch you up pretty quickly. There's no monster. There's no reason to head here. Oh, yes there is. Here's the monster we're looking for, the fell eagle. So let's go take care of that. It's not even translated. But basically, a dangerous monster lies ahead. Attack it, leave it be.
歯応えありそうじゃねえか行くぜ
Fuck, Randy! Get your shit together.
私の番ねエニグマ駆動私の番です分析をどうしました
Okay, wind spells are a bad idea. I should be using fire on it.
俺の番だな
Fortunately, I don't really have any great fire casters, so yeah.
みんな行くぞ
Hopefully draw them into the range of the spell at the very least. Yep. See, not
行くぞ
very much damage at all.
私の番ですエニグマ駆動
サンクスさあ行くぞ
And I don't want them getting team rush bonus. Do they get team rush bonus? I don't. In any case, stunning it for 5 turns should keep it out of our problem zone.
さてと
And attack delay is pretty nice too.
みんな頑張って助かりました私の番です
Actually, Teal has
エニグ
fire
マ駆
spells.
動
俺の番だなよしせいや
エニグマ駆動それはいエニグマ駆動
行くぞいや俺の番だな
任せてやっ
still standing. Alright. That one's out.
行きます。分析情報を入手しました。
俺の番だな。はあ、来るな。
私の番ね。
And now we're just gonna
私の番です。
debuff it to hell and lay the smackdown on it.
任せてくれ。
Alright. That's the goal, at least.
俺の番だな。俺の番だな。
私の番ね。私の番です。ドライブ開始。
行くぞ。みんな一気に行くぞ。任せろ。はあ、来るな。
私の番ね。そこ。
よし。セイト。
And there we go. Wasn't too
ま
bad
だ
a
まだ
fight.
いける。
Slowly catching Ellie and Tio up to the rest of the group here. And we got a couple of Evade 2 quartzes. Again, they didn't have that translated, but basically, Monster Exterminated is the gist of it. Sure, let's make Tio really evasive and give her access to the Breath Quartz. And we'll put one on Randy, because why not? Like, my quartz setup right now is just a hodgepodge of stuff, rather than actually being tuned for any sort of plan whatsoever. There's a treasure chest up here, at least. Some of these fights are pretty unavoidable.
行くぞ。
私の番ね。行きます。そこです。
任せてくれ。
はい。今だわ。さあ、先を急ぎましょう。
Alright. Oh. Yeah. This is in the way of both treasure chests, so we have to kill it first.
行くぜ。ふん。
さてと。
Oh, I have access to Spark Dime. Alright, let's show that off.
よし。
行きます。
It's a nice chunk of damage.
行くぜ。
Can't complain about that, right?
さてと。
よし。
任せて。
俺の番だ。
さてと、そこです。はあ、これで一安心です。
And inside here is an EP charge and a Tierra Bomb. Don't really use the recovery items all that much, but they're nice to have. And we've made it to the end of this road. It looks like, well, if you can read the sign from here, the Rosenberg Studio. And it popped up there too. Off limits. Tekito Desne. It's certainly a building with atmosphere. Though it doesn't seem abandoned. Somebody lives here, but... Oh, there's a sign there. Rosenberg Studio. Unauthorized entry prohibited. Oh, this place is... Ellie, have you heard of it? Yes, it's a famous doll studio in the field. They say there's a genius doll maker who creates expensive antique dolls. Oh, there's a studio like that, huh? Even I've heard the name. If I'm not mistaken, extraordinary prices are attached to his works at auctions. Yes, though I've only seen a few of his works, they all look like works of art. Though I heard he was in Crossbell, I didn't think he'd be in a remote place like this. A genius doll maker. Judging from the sign, it seems like he's pretty moody. I wonder if he'd be willing to speak with us. If you're looking for Grandpa, he's away. Oh, hello. That's a familiar face. What? A girl? Is she from the studio? Good day, everyone. Who might you all be? Might you have some business at this studio? We aren't anyone suspicious, you see. We're with the Crossbell Police Department. Oh my, policemen? I've never seen police outside the city before, but... Have you come to patrol this area as well? We're not actually on patrol. I was thinking we could ask about the monsters that appeared in this area. Monsters around here, you say? What kind of monsters do you want to know about? They're wolf-like monsters, you see. I wonder if you've heard anything about them from your grandfather. Oh, I haven't heard a thing. But I think I might have heard howling in the distance, though. Might it be that? Yeah, that's right. You said your grandfather's away. Is there anyone else at the studio? Yeah, that's right. He said he'd be back by evening, though. Is that so? We said it already, but it bears repeating. There's dangerous monsters prowling about the area. Will you stay inside for us until your grandfather gets back? I don't particularly mind, but... following you all seems much more fun. What? I mean, you're playing tag with Mr. Wolf, aren't you? Or is it hide and seek? That looks like fun. Indeed, you could say that. You seem like a pretty interesting girl yourself. Because we don't know what's out there, we can't take you with us. I'm sorry. Will you stay inside for us? Ugh, how boring. If he was fixed, then I could relieve my boredom. But it can't be helped. Shall I stop by there today and play with Freckles? Or maybe I'll visit the Glass Castle. By there? A glass castle? Oh, I'm just talking to myself. That's right. I haven't introduced myself yet. Please call me Ren. But in truth, there's another child I'd like to introduce you to as well. Unfortunately, his right leg is broken and he's receiving treatment from Grandpa. Is that so? Is she talking about a doll or something? It seems that Mr. Wolf is a very intelligent one. I wanted to play with him a little bit, but because I'm already an adult, I won't say anything too selfish. Keep it up, support section. Yeah, thanks. You be careful too. She was a pretty unique girl, wasn't she? Might she be the granddaughter of the famous doll maker? Yeah, I guess she is. But that brat was pretty mature for her age, don't you think? I thought she was very cute. Her enigmatic way of speaking might be another one of her charms. Lloyd? What's wrong? What's with that look of utter amazement on your face? Are you worried about something? No, I don't think it's a big deal. At the end there, didn't she say support section? Oh! Now that you mention it, we didn't introduce ourselves, did we? Why does a brat like that know about us? Well, it's possible she reads the Crossbell Times and learned about us that way. And it's possible that based on that she realized that's who we were, but even so, I think she's a mysterious girl. Certainly. Well, anyway, it doesn't seem like the wolf monsters have come up here. Let's return to the fork in the road and head for the mining town. Yes, understood. So yeah, we're not allowed in. But it's an interesting place, and there's a very interesting character there. We all know Ren, but the special support section doesn't. This is their first time meeting her. They have no idea that she's actually one of the enforcers of Ouroboros. And that her presence here is generally not a good sign of things to come. But hey, who knows? We could just be thinking about things too much. I love how so many enemies in this game are weak to attack delay. Makes Randy so useful. Although we're getting to a point where the enemies aren't giving us that much experience anymore. And like I said, I'm trying to avoid fights, but some of them you just can't. Anyway, fork in the road isn't too far away here. Yeah, we're already back. There's also a bus stop here. That's not going to matter at the moment, but it helps out later in the game. Come at me. Ooh, faint gap. It's not like you're something here. I don't know what it is that it's not liking, but it's just being a bitch, I guess. Whatever. I said I was going to make it to the end of this chapter, and by Jove, I will make it to the end of this chapter. Although, if I was pacing it a little better, I would have done more side quests, my last day of streaming. Oh well. Who cares? That's not a big deal. Tunnel, huh? Its construction's pretty sturdy. And as for the fact that it's in the mountains like this, means it's for septium transport, right? Yeah, I'm sure you're right. If I remember correctly, it was constructed both before and after Crossbell became an independent state. If that's the case, that would have made it about 70 years ago. Speaking of Crossbell, it's been famous for its septium production, right? Yes, enough that the Empire and Republic fought over it long ago. Even now, the yield hasn't declined, so it's still a very important resource, but because mining technology is advanced and veins are discovered in other countries, it doesn't hold the same attention that it once did. Is that so? Speaking of the current Crossbell, it truly is founded on trade and finance, isn't it? There it is again. That echo. Tio, any ideas? Yes. I figured it out. It came from the exit of this tunnel. Alright, let's go. And monsters in this area. Fuck, Randy, please.
えい
Onigaishimasu.
今だわみんなはい敵集団撃破しました
Alright, seems like I'll have more than enough 7th at this rate. Ooh, oh boy. I'm just gonna avoid that thing.
よーし任せろ一気に行くぞはあくらいだ任せてくれせいと
任せてそこ
Please be close enough, please be close enough, please be close enough. Okay.
皆さんお願いしますえ
ああアイサー
えい
Damn. Bomba.
データ収集終了しました
Yeah, those monsters are a little annoying if they get a turn, so I'm gonna endeavor not to let that happen. Anyway, this is at the end of the tunnel, but there's actually 2 exits to this tunnel here.
敵出現さてと面倒
俺の番だな
ええでも
行くぜ
ええさあ先を急ぎましょう
And that monster just kind of hid behind the background there. Cheater. This isn't actually the destination where we're supposed to go. Somehow it seems like a shortcut, but it doesn't even go in the direction of the mining village. Yeah, it doesn't even appear on the map. What we heard wasn't in this direction. We should turn back. So yeah, it actually like forces you back into the tunnel, and it makes all the enemies that were in the same spot spawn again, so it's actually really annoying if you go that way. I just wanted to show it off for completion's sake, but yeah. We'll be heading that direction later, but for now we'll have to wonder what goes in that direction. Inside here is some Sepith, and a monster chest.
負けられない
Alright.
俺の番だな
I should...
そこだ行くぜこいつはどうだいはあクリムゾンゲイル
私の番
Alright. We survived. We survived. Fuck.
みんな頑張って
In case you're wondering, Deathstroke is not actually
行くぞ
not actually just like a taunt or a boast. It's actually just, yeah, they can instant kill you. So that's why I don't want them to have turns. Ever. Never, ever, 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 ever have turns.
行きますガンラーモードヘルテルバスター
Fortunately, Teal and Randy are only multi-target S-crafters, so... Well, we got them down to 2. 3, rather. It's fire. Burning. Gotta love it.
行くぜ
Alright. That could have been a lot worse, but we got really lucky there. So yeah, they can instant give ya, and that's no fun. Anyway, we got some engineer boots. Probably not the best thing, but considering what I'm working with for everyone else, it's probably fine. I mean, I could just do this, though. Hey Fenrold, how's it going? I'm doing alright. We're getting pretty close to the end of the chapter here, so I hope you're enjoying the lovely scenery of the Maine's mountain path. It's quite a long one. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well right now. Yep. Oh crap. That's totally fair. I sleep at weird times, so that's why I'm here. And I think I know why my computer's acting so weird lately. It's because it is so freaking hot in my room right now. I'm gonna go open a window after this. Actually, might not be a good idea. Yeah, I won't. I'll just deal with the heat until I'm done streaming. There's coyotes out, and, you know. Don't want people wondering, well, what the hell's all this howling about? When we're off chasing wolves. I wasn't actually close enough. There we go. So, we're finally out of the tunnel. But we still can't find that wolf, because it's just kind of leading us on. Oh, there it is. Never mind, we found it. Gah. That white line of hair. It's just like the legendary divine wolf. Wow, so it finally appeared. He's not gonna get away now. Let's hurry and punish. Please wait. I don't sense hostility from him. Wow. Please, leave this to me. Hey. What do you think you're doing, idiot? It'll be alright. I'm fine. We finally meet. It seems you've come to greet us, but is there something you want to tell us? Is that so? It's as I thought. Tio? You understand what it's saying? More or less, I understand what he's saying. And what you want to tell us. Then... Bark. Oh. Damn. He went to a place like that? Tio, what was he saying? It certainly seemed like he was trying to tell us something. You see, he only gave the nuance. The last fragment is ahead. The rest is up to you all. That's what he said. The last fragment? Yeah, that's the impression I got. Whether we actually believe him or not is up to you all, though. Yeah, you don't even have to say that. The last fragment's ahead. In other words, does he mean the information we lack in the series of monster attacks is there? Wait a moment. If the words Tio heard are actually true, is it really alright to believe the wolf just like that? Yeah, those are the perps that attacked each place. Setting aside whether or not they're intelligent, isn't there a possibility they're trying to trick us? No. Somehow, it seems very likely that the wolf just now was not the same as the wolf monster that attacked those places. Huh? Hey now, what makes you say that? Yeah, you see... Was it its howling? Was it its color and appearance? Or was it both of those things? The correct answer is actually both of those things. According to our investigations in the village and hospital, there was no testimony regarding something like the howling we heard earlier. And according to Lighton, it seemed that the monster that attacked him was a pitch black wolf. Now that you mention it, Certainly is pretty different, huh? Well, while that may be the case, it doesn't necessarily mean we can conclude the monster earlier isn't the culprit, though. As their boss, he may be letting his subordinate wolves do the dirty work. Because wolves act in packs, there's certainly a possibility. But if he's not the same one, it means we need to change our way of thinking. It means that there's two types of wolf monsters, and they each act in their own way. Yeah, exactly right. On top of that, the one earlier might have been a divine wolf, like the white ones of legends. So it means that the black ones, which we still haven't pinned down, were causing trouble at each place, huh? I see. That makes sense. Yeah, I feel the same. As for the one earlier, at the very least, I couldn't feel hostility from him. Yeah, I agree too. The last fragment is ahead. As for ahead, you mean the mining village, perhaps? Yeah, there's no mistake. Since we're already very close, let's proceed with our visit as planned. Yes, understood. The rest is up to you all, huh? Doesn't really matter, but he's kind of a pompous ass, isn't he? That's right. I think he was talking down to us just a little. Well, that aside, I think we should continue our investigation until the end and not lose focus. Yes, I hope we find some kind of clue, though. How far are you on CS3? It's a lot of fun, so I hope you're enjoying it. They did a pretty good job with the translation, I found. Ah, New Game Plus, okay. So I don't have to worry about spoilers or anything. That's good. Yeah, so you're really close to finishing up the New Game Plus, huh? I probably should do a New Game Plus of my own at some point. I mean, I've beaten it in Japanese and I've beaten it in English, but... Yeah. Oh, but the finale's the best part. It's when you wonder what the hell is going on, and why don't I understand anything anymore? And why is everyone betraying me? Oh, who's your favorite new Class 7 girl? And why is it Yuna? No. All the Class 7 girls are good. Might it be Muse, perhaps? Oh, definitely. Yuna's amazing. For all the reasons stated above. She's really a great asset to the team. If only I wasn't so tired, I'd probably have more wonderful innuendos to go with. Oh, you say that like it's a bad thing. Like you have stuff to hide. Besides, why would you? Yuze's great. And then of course there's Altina, but then you'd have to go to jail. because Green would kill you.
お願いします。
アイサー
I mean, she even has a cheerleader outfit.
はあ、これで一安心です。
I mean, judging by the fact that I'm like the only person who's written a Reen x Yuna fanfiction, I feel like I qualify as one of the biggest Yuna stans out there, which is kind of sad to think about. I'm far too humble for stuff like that. But now I'm popular, and I don't know what to do. All this newfound popularity.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞぜいチャンスだよし畳みかけるぞアイサー
はい。
Well, best of luck with that, Fenno. By the way, how's your story coming along? I heard that you were getting ready to have your prologue beta read, so curious.
おっしゃ
Ooh, and Randy's learned himself a new new craft rather, Crash Bomb. It's well, I'll probably get into a fight to show it off. Nice. Wish you the best of luck with that.
畳みかけるぞおっしゃあ任せてくれえいは
As for me, I'm still working on my story. I got to write the aftermath of the last part I wrote. Stuff happened in it, and it's not an archive of our own yet, so spoilers. So I can't really talk about it, or I can, but it's kind of like, yeah, I wanna hold off on spoiling stuff. So. But it is on my Patreon, though. No. In any case, it's gonna be a long chapter, that's for sure. Already at like 6,000 words. Anyway, we finally made it to Mains. It only took us like an hour and a half. Yeah. But yeah, we're here. So this is the Septium producing area, the mining village Mains. Sure is hard to get to. Rather, Amorica village was the same. The distance between them and the city is pretty big. That's right. It seems that the orbitalization of the mining operations is more or less complete, though. Oh, that black vehicle there. It's a cat bus. Morgana, what are you doing in this game? Could it be a truck for ore transport? That aside, don't you think it has a strangely rough construction? It seems to be a special transport made by the Empire's Rhineford group. It appears it's the latest model, too. That's the latest model. It must have a considerably high price. Maybe it's owned by the town mayor. That might be true. Either way, we need to visit the town mayor first. We should try asking him about the monster attack situation. So, we're finally here, and hopefully we'll turn up some new clues and mains. Why, two pretty cool men. Uh-oh. We found a fangirl. Anyway, check out the inn here. Talk to all the people. See what they have to say. And we can sell some of this excess stuff. And sure, why not? Let's rest a spell. We've got the mirror to spare. We can afford to do that. Welcome. If you want to order, do it at the counter. Alright. Let's see what else is hanging around here. Right. It's the way the village is constructed. You actually have to go up the stairs here to get to the general store back array. Seems like he's an overprotective dad. He also has the first 2 issues of Back Alley Dr. Glenn, in case you haven't picked them up from around town. Luckily, we've been doing our diligence and finding all the places, so don't have to worry about that. He also has some ingredients for sale. I should be alright with what I've got for now. I don't really use the cooking too much in this game. Might as well. You can kind of see what each character's skills are with this kind of stuff. Apparently Tio's really good at making stews. Or not. That just reminded me that I probably should at least go through the ingredients and try to make some of the stuff in here. Until I get the prankster quartz, making the unexpected dishes is a lot harder than it seems, so for the time being. Apparently this is Tio's specialty. And again for Tio. Okay. No tomatoes. Alright. Cool. Nondai Monai. Alright. You can get this nice little overhang of the city there. But there's a house here. This parent's worried about their kid being a pain in the butt, as kids are wont to be. There's also a mine here, but we're not allowed in. I mean, naturally, it's between the monster attacks and our current mission at hand, got no time for that. And that's the mayor's house there, but again, we want to make the rounds before going to see him. And yeah. It's Bulma. She got old. No. This isn't Dragon Ball. We're not going to run into Goku or anything. Apparently a miner here was attacked by monsters. I want to rest. I mean, I want to slack off. I feel ya, Logie. I feel ya. Yep. Might as well rest when you're wounded. It sucks, especially when you, like, feel ready and raring to go, but you're not quite recovered yet. That's the worst. Anyway. There's the mayor's house. Voices can be heard from behind the door. What's wrong? Nothing, but it seems he's in the middle of something. Maybe he has visitors. Oh, do you have business with the town mayor? Yes, that's right. So this is the town mayor's house? Yeah, that's right, but you shouldn't enter now. He's having a pretty serious discussion right now. What about? Yeah, you know this morning that the CGF pulled out, right? Since they didn't exterminate the monsters, just as they were troubled about what to do, it seems helpers came from the city. Are you talking about the bracers, right? I don't know about that, but it seems like they're talking about countermeasures to deal with the monsters. I don't know what your business with the mayor is, but wouldn't it be better to visit him later? What do we do? If he's in the middle of something, it can't be helped. We'll gather all the information we can and then come here again to visit the town mayor. It seems that's all we can do. Good grief. Seems things have taken a strange turn. So, guess what? We have to go do the rounds again. And this time, though, we're gonna make a save. And, yeah, let's get hunting. So, yeah, again, talk to all the NPCs, see what they have to say. Because they do actually all have new things to say. Well, not all of them. Actually, I lied. You don't have to talk to everybody at all. I've already done enough, so... let's just go bug this guy again. I'm gonna beat him senseless with my shovel. Oh, nice. Alright, so all we really have to do is walk into a building and walk out, and that's all we need to do, so... let's go walk on back to the mayor's house again. And by doing so, we trigger this event. Let's see who he was talking to. See you, town mayor. Please, think about it. We'll come ask you about it again tomorrow. Oh shit, it's the Mafia. Just one more push. Yeah, it seems we'll be able to get a bonus with this. Ravach subordinates. To think they'd appear in a place like this. Hey now, why the hell are they here? They're certainly more troublesome than bracers. Yeah, you're right. Huh? Oh, looks like that transport belongs to the Mafia. Interesting. Why did they need to have such a big vehicle for just the two of them? That truck. It was theirs then. They do have the latest Empire-made vehicles. But just what business could the Mafia have in a mining village? Right, I don't imagine them acting outside the city at all. We might as well ask the town mayor about it. With the opportunity, we could find out what the Mafia's come here for. Well, now we know that the Mafia is involved. This might give us a, well, this might explain some loose ends and start to tie them up. So you've come again? What? Didn't I just say I can't decide immediately? You should have withdrawn for today. Oh? Oh, my. You're not the people from just now, are you? Ugh, excuse me. Oh no, excuse us. We're sorry for coming in at such a busy time. well, I don't particularly mind. And who are you? Crossbell Police, Special Support Section. We want to ask you about the monster attacks incident. I see. So you're the city police, are you? I thought you were newcomers from the Bracer Guild who'd come to visit. We get told that a lot, and so we asked around with the townspeople, and it seems that damages and attacks are continuing to occur. Is that right? Yes, up until now there's been 3 separate attacks. They were all at night, and although no one was hurt at first, yesterday we had our first casualty. We're lucky he only suffered minor injuries, but the degree of damages is steadily getting worse. And so, everyone in town's pretty afraid. Is that so? And when the Guardian Force patrols came, nothing happened? Yes, exactly right. Somehow those wolves seem quite cunning. But the CGF is the CGF. To think they'd abandon us, even though they didn't solve anything. Don't you guys think so too? Yes, certainly. Seems a lot has happened. By the way, didn't you ask for help from the Bracer Guild? Truth is, before the CGF got here, we put a request in at the guild. It's just, those guys are so busy that they can't come help us. There's no way they can guard us daily, and in the end the CGF was dispatched, but... Even so, the CGF suddenly withdrew this morning. Yeah, when it rains it pours. Because I had nothing more to lose. I was trying to think again of asking at the guild, but that's when those guys showed up. You're talking about Ravach and Co. What did those guys talk to you about? You see, now that the Guardian Force is withdrawn, they've offered to be our bodyguards in their stead. Monsters could come at any time, they said. But bodyguards? Ah, so they're not doing it for free, are they? No, it seems they're not planning on collecting Mira. Instead, they want a monopoly on Septium transactions during this time. Septium transaction rights? If I'm not mistaken, the state has the mining rights themselves, right? Yeah, in order not to mine too much, we have to stick to government-mandated quantities. Because there's an international market for Septium, we can't do excessive business. It's just, the decision of who to let purchase our Septium is left up to the discretion of this town. So to them, this would become a business to correspond to the labor of their bodyguards. But we have partnerships with traders we're acquainted with. We're really in trouble about how to deal with this matter. Is that so? Oh jeez, he got tangled up with some strange folks and things are starting to look pretty troublesome. Mayor, if it's possible, can you let us handle this incident? Perhaps we might be able to solve it. Huh? Lloyd. You said you're the special support section, huh? Is it really alright to leave something like this in the hands of the city police, rather than the Crossbell Guardian Force or the Bracers? Yeah, please, leave this to us. If it goes quickly, I think we can have this resolved by tomorrow. Well, seems like Lloyd's got a plan. Lloyd, is this alright? You promised such a thing. Though we understand there's 2 types of wolf monsters. In a day or 2, can we really manage to exterminate the black ones? No, we don't need to exterminate them necessarily. From the start, our role was to make clear the inexplicable parts in the Crossbell Guardian Force records, correct? Now that you mention it, before we noticed, the topic changed to do something about the monsters themselves. And so, I have a proposal. Like that wife will have told us, I think we have all the clues now. Well, why don't we try having a meeting about the incident this time? That's right, we may need to put everything together. Alright then, it's already evening. Should we head back by bus? No, let's stay in the town today. We can have our meeting in the guest room. Then, Lloyd, could it be? Somehow it seems like you realized something, just like in the downtown incident, haven't you? Yes, though I'm not very confident yet. If it's alright with you, I'd like your help sorting through our evidence at the meeting. Yeah. Let's hurry and get a room at the inn. In any case, heading into the mayor's house was the point of no return this chapter, so make sure you have your business cleared up by then. Dio's pretty great. Foo, 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 foo. Now then, let's begin to sort out the situation. This time we have a series of monster attacks. In the Crossbell Guardian Force report we received at the beginning, there were many points that were unclear. Though, through our investigation, we brought to light several of those points. To be honest, there is some information that should be confirmed, but it's not quite clear yet. What do you mean? What's that? What do we need to know for sure? Is it the identity of the monsters? Is it where the monsters dwell? Or is it the monster's objective? When establishing a criminal case, motive. Yes, the information that's normally ascertained in a line of investigation. That is the monster's motive, I think. Oh yeah. Thinking about the attacks at the hospital, it doesn't seem like they made those attacks because they were hungry, does it? According to the Armorica village chief, there's the possibility that the legendary Divine Wolves are warning us, but it's likely those Black Wolves are the ones who actually attacked. Yes, I think that's right. If that's the case, then we certainly have completely no idea as to what their objective is. Yeah. But it's too hasty to judge these events as a whim of the Black Wolves. Though it applies only to the hospital case, they must have used an extremely clever route to reach the roof of the hospital. They left without causing damage, and more than the necessary amount of injured people. Certainly. I think it might be too easy to call it a simple whim. Essentially, it means that there's a motive that we aren't seeing. There has to be some meaning in what they're doing, right? That's exactly right. In these kind of cases, there's many in which people generally stick to a single framework. The wolves' attacks on each place. I think that there should be a different framework which could show us a satisfactory objective. A different framework, you say? It's nothing too complicated to think about. Generally, crime incidents involve four things: the criminal, their motive, the means, and their result. What do you think would happen if we shifted around some of what we already know? Yeah? Wait a second. I'll try to put them together in an easy-to-understand way. So our current assumption is that the criminal is the Black Wolves. Their objective is unknown, their means is their abilities, and the result is the damage at each location. Yeah, that's the gist of it. And so, how do we shift them? Yeah, what about this? Which one's actually the criminal? Is it the wolves? Is it the thing we don't understand? The wolves' abilities, or the damage to each location? Well, what if we don't know who the criminal is? And which one is the motive? Is it the wolves' abilities, or the damage at each location? In this case, we actually want to click the wolves' abilities. The means, is it the attacks at each location? No, the means are the wolves themselves, which would leave the damage to be the result. It's no mistake, this is it. So instead, we don't know the criminal, the objective is to see what the wolves can do, by using the Black Wolves, obviously, and the result is the damage at each location. This is... If we go with this, rather than the wolves being the criminal, they're the means, and their abilities are the objective. Hey now, you completely changed the viewpoint. that means there's a possibility that humans are behind the wolves' actions? If they're able to manipulate monsters, it's only natural to think that. The problem is the method to take several wolf-type monsters and control them. Recently, I can think of a certain character whose testimony made us able to guess at the method for controlling them. A certain someone's testimony? I see. It's that, right? As expected, you noticed, huh? Yes, that witness is... Is it Harold Hayworth? Is it Intern Lighton? Is it Shizuku McLean? Or is it Noel Seeker? The only one here who actually gave us relevant testimony was Shizuku, so... Shizuku McLean. It was the testimony of the Bracer's daughter. Shizuku's testimony. You see, I was worried about it, and when I opened that window and listened carefully, on top of that, I didn't hear screaming, but instead heard a ha-ha-ha sound, similar to breathing. After doing that for a while, it sounded like jumping. And it was when that other sound was still going on, but somehow, I felt like I heard a faint whistling sound. Could it be? Is that sound manipulating the monsters? Yeah, I would say that's likely. Wolves are beasts like dogs. It seems they can hear sound frequencies humans cannot. There may have been special flutes to exploit that in the past. So-called dog whistle, huh? Even now, they're skilled to control war dogs with dog whistles. Well, rather than the proper regular armies, Jaegers are the ones who use them more often. Is that so? I see. I'm starting to see the outline. If that's the case, there's the need to transport the wolves when they move. Could it be? Yeah, it's probably as you imagine, Ellie. I think I can substantiate what I'm thinking. Tio, can the Enigma's communication function be used in this town? Yes, if it's somewhere in Crossbell State, you might be able to get through somehow, but... Oh, are we calling somewhere? Yes, the Medical College reception desk. Yes. Huh? I see. Yes, thank you very much. How was it? It's exactly as you imagined. The night the wolves appeared on the roof, it seems a Ravachenko truck was parked in the parking lot. It seems they came to hard sell high-priced medical equipment. Their timing's really too good. But Lloyd, how'd you figure out their truck was parked in the lot? Could it be they came with a vehicle late at night before the hospital attack? No, if that's the case, Shizuku should have heard the truck make sounds. At first, I thought the monsters had come from the bushes, but... there weren't any footprints on the boxes from those... Sorry. There wasn't any tracks left behind those monsters on those boxes there. On the contrary, there were marks on the handrail facing the parking lot. The possibility that they entered from there was quite high, isn't it? I see. The roof is elevated facing the lot, so I didn't think they could enter from there. But... if there was a truck there, they could trespass onto the top of the roof from there, right? Their preparations were thorough. Seems everything's connected somehow. Yes. Their objective is the Septium business monopoly. No. Could that just be a bonus? Yeah, probably. The Mafia are putting effort into obtaining battle power to overwhelm their rival organization, the Heiyue. If they plan to use their wolves as their battle power, then... monsters that do nothing but go crazy are completely useless in combat. You need sufficient testing of whether they can be controlled. Is that the truth of the monster attacks in those places? Yup, no mistake. To begin with, the Mafia's visit itself immediately after the Guardian Force's withdrawal is extremely unnatural, right? The CGF commander who gave the order to withdraw may be tied to an influential congressman. Don't you think they made the necessary arrangements through that congressman? Yes, probably. I knew they were corrupt, but to think they would go that far. And do you think they're going to continue further? Considering the monster's live combat tests, it should be enough. The fact that the Guardian Force was made to withdraw? I think it's a reverse state, implying they've got no intention of causing further disturbances. It's just that, somehow this time, their movements are unnecessarily ambitious. The Septium business monopoly. If they want that, could they be planning to attack again? As far as I can see with those guys' attitudes, I'd say that's very likely. If they're going to attack, then when? Tomorrow, the town mayor will likely contact the guild. To follow through on their threats? I can't think of any option but tonight. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna drive away those black wolves and restrain the Mafia, correct? Yes, as expected, we can't overlook this. Maybe it should be better to contact the Guardian Force, too. No. If the CGF acts, then through the Congressman, I suspect the Mafia are liable to notice. We have to try this alone somehow. Understood. If the monsters appear, it'll probably be late at night, right? Yes. All the incidents up until now have occurred late at night. There's still some time left, but shall we go over our preparations? That's right. If there's something we're short on, let's resupply. Once we're ready, let's stand by this room until late at night. In case you want to stand by until late at night, press the circle button next to the exclamation mark when it appears next to the table. Oh, she has rivals, alright. She actually has plenty of them in this series. There's, Cecile. There's, Risha. And, well, no. Noelle's not very, there is one other character who we haven't met yet, in great detail. Aurelia? I was thinking in the Crossbell series, but yeah. So, before we go and confront the Mafia, we actually need to make a quick stop down at the miner's house here. Wake this poor guy up while he's sleeping. And take his book. Because this is the only time you can get issue 3 of Back Alley Dr. Glenn. Come on, it wouldn't be a Trails game without, you know, a random book at the worst possible time, right? So yeah, there's no Orbital store here to upgrade our slots or anything, so just gonna hold on to our Sepith and our money. Make a new save, though. And, yeah, let's go. Let's go and confront the Mafia. After talking to these people. Apparently, that lady is very selfish. Anyway. Let's stand by. We have to decide a plan and an arrangement for when the monsters will appear. Just simply driving the monsters away is no good, am I right? Yes, we have to pin down the Mafia and manipulating them as well. This seems like a pretty difficult mission, huh? Oh, we just have to wait for them to act, so... I think I drank a little too much. It's gotten late, huh? Town mayor told us to head back early, you know? Oh, you mean what I said about the monsters? Held off from visiting the casino and kept digging in the mines every single day, man. Cut me some slack and let me have a couple of drinks at least. Every weekend you go to the city and drown yourself in the casino. Since they milk you dry, you're one of their good regulars, huh? Shut up. I'm just saving my money for the casino. Just you watch. I'll make it big at the roulette next time and win it all back. Huh? That sound just now. The hell? Could they be the wolves? Stay away from me! Oh, help us, Goddess Adios! You guys, cover your eyes if you can. Sorry. What? What the? What was that just now? A stun grenade. I guess it's kind of useful against trained puppies, too. You guys? From this morning? We'll talk afterwards. Take shelter in the inn. Yeah. Ugh, what's going on? Well, that's unexpected. Guess they could be a pain in the ass to handle. Alright, let's take them on, here and now. Alright then. We don't really have a great setup for this fight, do we?
Hi.
No point in casting arch down stuff just yet. Just gonna focus fire on one of them at a time and try to draw them into the middle of the area here. Or so I thought. I guess it won't do.
Hi. Enigma Kudo.
God damn it. That's why air sickle sucks. Not quite able to get everyone the same. Same one.
さてと行きます。
よしみんな一気に行くぞ俺の番だな来る
はい。ガンナーモード起動します。
I just didn't want to have the critical turn. Oh, it's still alive. I thought I would have killed it by now. Oh well. That's what Randy counterattacks are for, right?
俺の番だなせいは任せろぜい
さて、そこ私の番です。
Yeah, sure.
エニグマ駆動。
任せてくれえいっや
任せて。私の番で。
よし
お返しよ。
Man, triple counter.
俺の番だな
Yeah, this fight isn't too bad.
さてと。みんな頑張って。助かりました。私の番です。エニグマ駆動。
任せてくれみんな一気に行くぞおっしゃー
And we're pretty close to finishing off, so just a few more whacks to do the trick.
任せろ。あ
Like that. Problem
まあ
solved.
こんなもんかね。
Not quite enough to get to level 17 for everyone, but look at all that stuff. That's the dream. Sure, we're a handful to deal with. Now that I take a closer look, they look more like dogs than wolves. So they were trained war dogs after all. Bark. Oh. Still got some stamina left, huh? No worries, let's follow them. We'll probably run back to where the Mafia are. Right. Urgh. Brr. Oh, what? Hey, why are you guys back so early? We've given the order to attack the townsfolk, but... What's wrong with you guys? Aren't you back too soon?
そこまでだ。
Freeze. What? You guys are... Crossbell Police Special Support Section. You're men of Rubach & Co., aren't you? You're under arrest on charges of property damage and assault. The police? Why are they in a place like this? Special Support Section. One against whom Fabio and the others committed a blunder. The kids who messed with our plans in downtown? Seems like they remembered our names. Should we think of this as an honor? Well, whatever. What rash policeman. We're gonna punish you here. Seems you took good care of our friends before, huh? On top of that, seems you taught a lesson to our war dogs. This is just perfect. We'll have you apologize to us here. So you're resisting, huh? That's my line. Get ready. Made them recover with the drug? It's all within the means of a professional. Attack them! Snap at their throats! Here they come. Don't go easy on them.
かかってきやがれ。
Tio's great. Gotta
俺の
love
番
Tio.
だな。
Anyway,
ほらよ。
let's start this fight off with a bang.
俺の番だな。みんな一気に行くぞ。甘いっすけど。
さてとドライブ開始。任せて。みんな頑張って。助かりました。
Nice try. Ah, stop. Stop hitting Tio like that. Rude.
俺の番だな。みんな一気に行くぞ。
Gotta get that.
甘いっすけど。
Okay, I only hit 2 of them with speed down, but that should still be fine. Well, you'd think if, you know, I could get it turning.
ほらよ。よし。やっや。俺の番だな。こいつはどうだい。
私の番ね。
Let's go and just attack.
行きます。ドライブ。任せて。行きます。ガンラーモード起動します。オーバルドライバー。
Might as well take you to these critical turns, right? Sooner we reduce the forces, they're better. And just like that, we got 2 out of the way.
Yes. Minna, 一気に行くぞ。行くぞ。さあ、行くぞ。
Get that guy out of the way. And the knife guy out of the way. And we're down to 1.
甘いっすよ。行くぜ。
So, now that we've got some really powerful crafts, dealing with these fights is a lot easier.
俺の番だな。
行きます。
Especially when you get them down to just one thing
俺
left.
の番だな。
It's just a matter of delaying them into oblivion.
ちょろいぜ。
And there we go. Our entire party's at level 17 now. And that's our last fight of the chapter. As expected, they were fierce. I can't believe they can control dogs like that. They have some good skill, don't they? This can't be happening. To be beaten by kids like these? Further resistance is futile. We'll deliver you to the CGF tomorrow morning. Well, you'll be staying in the warehouse tonight. We'll take the responsibility for standing watch over you. Wait. As if we'd let you get away. Oh, don't misunderstand. Since things are like this, we have to use that. Oh, surprise, they have more dogs. Huh? There were more? Damn. 10 of them, huh? Really are too many. Turn the tables on you, huh? We'll pay you back for making fun of us. At least we'll spend some time tormenting you. Yeah, a lot of doggos. We're in trouble. At this rate, we're in trouble. It's like this. Have you said your prayers to the goddess? Let's begin our fun torture time. What? What? Yeah, more doggos. Here we go. And this is also one of my favorite tracks in the game. It's so dignified, yet so mysterious and powerful. I really like it. It's that white wolf. See, you brought friends. You guys, what are you scared of? We have more numbers than them. There's no way we can lose. Don't put your tails between your legs. Well, that's the difference between the real deal and your fakes. You can say that again. No way a dog could win against a wolf. Somehow they look like they're angry for having their name disgraced. So maybe they've come to make them pay for what they've done. Ugh. This time it's over. We're arresting you on charges of property damage and assault, as well as obstruction of performance of public duties. Well, it's always nice to have an ace in the hole, especially when the ace is a divine wolf. A big old doggo. Oh, hi, Ren. What are you doing here? As expected, he realized. Who might that Mr. Wolf be? He doesn't seem ordinary, though. Those misters don't follow through at all. If those wolves hadn't saved them, I wonder what would have happened to them. It's gonna be a hard road ahead. Well, they're just beginners. My. So you came too. Might you be here to help them with anything beyond their current abilities? Divine Blade of Wind, Arios McLean? You too. Society of Ouroboros' Enforcer. Number 15, the Angel of Slaughter, Ren. I hadn't even introduced myself. It seems you've refused a promotion to S rank, right? Honestly, it's nothing more than a rank. It's just, the expectations of a replacement for Cassius Bright are more than I can bear. I wonder about that. Though Ren's only met Cassius Bright once. With your skill with the sword, you might be able to outdo him, you know? That's right. I feel you're on par with the strongest man I know. Should I say that's an honor? These past several months, I've caught wind of your sojourn in Crossbell. At first, I thought you might be planning a tea party, but... So you don't know yet. Even if Ren doesn't hold a tea party, Crossbell's plenty stimulating, isn't it? Moreover, there's no refinement in doing pointless amusements like that. I'm relieved to hear it. So it seems your stay in Crossbell is due to your own personal circumstances, then. But just how long do you plan to keep running from them? I have no intention of interfering in your fate. The fact that they've come to Crossbell is a great help to me personally. But you can't keep running from the answer that's right in front of you, you know? Leave me alone. And the fact that Ren's here isn't just because of Estelle and Joshua. I'm repairing him as well, and there's something I have to check on. Something you have to check on? It has nothing to do with you. I'll promise to be good, so please leave Ren alone. Of course, you won't say anything unnecessary to Estelle and Joshua, will you? Understood. As long as you don't do wrong in this land, I swear not to interfere with you unnecessarily. Thank you. Then Ren will be going now. Have a good day, Mr. Divine Blade of Wind. A lost kitty, huh? But at this rate, both she and they will continue to be lost. If there was some third party to bring them a chance, or possibly... That'll never happen. What are you planning, Arios? In any case, seems like there's some, interesting things going on here, and some good tie-ins from Trails the Third. Luckily, the Guardian Force has come to pick up those Mafia members. Saves us the trouble of trying to transport them. Amazing work, everyone! To think you saw through the situation and solved it just like that. Yes, honestly, I was surprised. Though if possible, I wanted you to call us before the fighting started. We're sorry about that. I just thought now about the possibility that the Mafia is getting its information from the Guardian Force's commander. It's painful to hear that, though. But what would you guys done if those white wolves hadn't saved you? You see... Honestly, I think it would have been dangerous. In a situation like that, you should have talked with Sergei, or spoken directly with me. There's many ways to do things. Though there are certainly difficult problems facing Crossbell right now, trying to solve them all on your own is nothing more than simple conceit. Yes. I have nothing to say to that. Well, that's enough scolding for now. Truly, I'm glad you're all safe. And I thank you for resolving this incident in our place. Vice Commander? It's a little creepy hearing that officially. By the way, Vice Commander, what should we do with the White Wolves that saved Lloyd and the others? It seems our suspicions were completely unfounded. I think it's fine to just leave them be, but... I think things will be alright. They don't seem stupid enough to cause unnecessary trouble. So it seems. However, in that sense, it means the humans were the stupid ones. To think they were causing this uproar in these places as a part of a live combat test for military monsters. Just because they have backing, they took us lightly. Yes. But since they caused this much damage... As I thought, they shouldn't be able to talk their way out of it this time, right? Huh? As expected. Is there a possibility they'll be bailed out? Yes, a high one. Up until now, we've exposed the Mafia smuggling near the border, but every time that happens, they exert pressure on us and they end up being bailed out. On the contrary, smuggled goods are returned under false pretenses. What? How sloppy. So the situation's the same even at the Belgard gate. But there aren't only corrupted people. In a situation like this, if everybody gives up, then Crossbell will really be in dire straits. Thinking that way, there's people doing as much as they can by themselves. People like you all. Oh. Yeah, you're right. And I'll be looking forward to seeing what you all can do. Come now, I'll take you to Crossbell City in my vehicle. Noelle, get ready to head out.
Yes, Mom.
Yes, ma'am. Well, hey, we don't have to travel that mountain road back here. We did it. I'm so sleepy. We practically pulled an all-nighter. I'm already at my limit. Anyway, once we get back, let's all take a nap first. We'll report to the chief after that. Yes. Huh? Hey, thanks for all your hard work. Chief, what's the matter? Could it be that you came out to welcome us? I gotta do something so disgusting. It's just that I heard about everything from Sonia via phone. You guys worked quite hard for your first field activity. Thank you. He is complimenting us, right? So, what are you doing here, Chief? For a smoke after breakfast. Isn't this a weird place? Well, I can't help it, you know? I can't calm down and have a smoke if that one came suddenly visiting. That one? Do we have a visitor? I'm not sure. It's probably a guest for you. I'd say that the guest is strangely over-friendly or impudent. Anyway, he's inside, right? Let's go in. Oh, we've got a mystery guest. I wonder who it could be. Sergei doesn't seem to like him, though. What? Huh? Huh? Why? So it is a friend of yours, huh? Well, after it entered suddenly, I pulled out my gun without thinking, but... didn't even bother. After he sprawled out over there, it's hard for me to do something, you know? How did you... why are you here? Oh. Tio, what's he saying? My name is Zeit. Thank you very much for clearing up the false accusations against us. Or so it seems. Zeit? He came to thank us? Be that as it may, seems to give off quite the air. Huh? What's wrong? You see, however, you are young and quite unreliable. Since it can't be helped, I'll give you a hand for a while. I'll help you if I feel like it. What? Huh? Hey! No need for concerns. I've left this pack to a subordinate, so everything should be fine. No, that's not the issue here! The legendary Divine Wolf, eh? Looks like you won the favor, quite a queer one. Chief? For the time being, I'll overlook him as a police dog. From here on, he'll be fine letting you decide how to associate with him. I'm off to bed. Wait, Chief? This has become a pain in the ass. Will it really be alright? I agree with the Chief's decision. It appears he's reliable. And more importantly, don't you think this white lie of hair is so charming? Well, I can't deny it. Maybe we could think that we've earned a reliable helper. You're right. Anyway, bad leaving him like this, so maybe we should buy him a choker or something. And with that, the special support section got themselves a police dog. And the very end of Chapter 1. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And hope you enjoyed some of the fun and exciting twists we had. The investigation parts are really fun in this game, and I really enjoy them. So I hope you all did too. Anyway, we got a few more quests to report on. And up to 90 CP and a gladiator headband. We're still at the max DP. We did it. We didn't mess up. That's good to see. So I'll call it an episode here. If you guys want to support the channel, of course, there's liking, commenting, subscribing, doing all that stuff. Check out my Patreon if you like, or my archive of your own account. You know, just do all that fun stuff. In any case, it's been a long night, so I hope you all got some good rest, and we will see you next time for more Trails to Zero. Farewell, everyone.